The wildebeest migration is one of the 7 new wonders of the world. Over 2 million animals migrate from the Serengeti National Park in Tanzania to Kenya during July through to October. Well, the huge herds of wildebeest have now made it into the Mara Triangle, and the spectacle of the Great Migration is underway. The vultures have started swarming, and the lions and crocodiles are preparing for their next meal as the herds thunder through the plains in search of fresh green grass.
Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you might be in the world. Welcome to the Mara Triangle in Kenya, where we are in amongst the migration of wildebeest. My name is Steve, joined by Jean-Andre on camera, and how fantastic is this? We've been waiting for hours for it to kick off, and now the dust and the pressure has finally built up to a point where the wildebeest have finally decided it's time to cross. It is the middle of the day and it is hot. We've been watching these wildebeest building on the other side of the bank, and I think soon a couple more of the chutes are going to open as the wildebeest descend from the Mara Conservancy on that side. And there are hundreds of thousands of wildebeest on either side of the banks at the moment. Oh, those guys jumping. There's some jumping going on. There's some very inaccessible, oh, look at that, some very inaccessible places that they choose to go down, and that all is derived from the pressure that comes from behind. You see all those wildebeest coming from the back, horns, bodies, the press. But once it starts, all those that are massing at the back, some of them who've been turning around to head back in the other direction, they all suddenly hear the commotion and they all turn and increase the pressure. Look at that. Much more convenient for them coming down there on the right-hand side. There's a third one to the right of it that they were using the other day. If we get all 3 of these chutes open, it will be spectacular. It's just been unbelievable how many there are. And still, for there to be thousands here at this one point trying to cross again is just remarkable. When one goes, they all go, and they try to make sure they're in the middle. Try to make sure it's not them who gets picked out. So often you'll see when they get down to the water's edge that they actually jump, especially if they're in the front. They jump to try and clear whatever crocodile might be waiting right there at the water's edge. And still, they mount at the back. More and more and more attracted to the noises, the sounds,